Welcome to another week of GM Tips. GM Rick here. I hope you're doing good. I'm right now trying to get everything where it should be on the screen. So let me real quick shrink things here. Shrink this a little bit so I can get back. Oops, don't need that one. Where's that? There we go. Let's get rid of that. Yep, I'm going to get rid of Windows Capture 2. And then, hang on, I'm getting this set up so I can do this. And where's my Logitech? There it is. So I'm going to pull me in here. All right, I'm going to grab that source. And I'm back, I hope. Let's see. I'm trying to get this all squared away so we can do this. All right, then we'll pull this down here. Then we'll do this. And don't you love me getting ready and setting these things up? But this will show you the fun that you go through on doing these things. All right, so now you get a little slice of me off here on the side. Not that you got to see a big thing of me anyways, right? You just need to know I exist. So with a Windows capture and with this different thing, you can capture a device. In this case, I'm capturing my Pathfinder Fantasy Grounds. And in this week's GM tips, I'm going to go a little bit more into GMing tools for Fantasy Grounds. As you can see, the token feature is open right now. So I'm going to go to my token here. You can do different searches, and in this case, one of the things I did was a drag and drop of a JPEG into tokens. What? What you need, Bug? No, I can't. So, what's going on? Watching Peeps Big Wide World in the background with Mini GM. One of the things we're doing is working with making tokens, and you can do this as a GM. All you have to have is a JPEG, and you can take the JPEG either from the internet and save it to your desktop, or you can take it from a folder and you can drag and drop it into tokens. And as you can see, these squared off ones here, they will make a squared off JPEG token. However, you can also cut tokens like you'll see my round ones using a free tool. We talked about this last time. So for your session, it doesn't matter the game system you play. You can make tokens for any system. You can make tons of them. So instead of having to go buy all these tokens that people drew, which don't get me wrong, they do some very beautiful drawings, you can pick existing art and drag and drop it in. And it allows you to use this art as your tokens, especially if you're playing a game system so like D&D, Castles and Crusades. If they have artwork that's out on the SRDs or the wikis, you can bring that artwork in for the monsters and the characters, and it allows you to build up your own tokens without having to spend a lot of money in doing so. Now, if there's copyrights, you got to be careful on that, or if there's someone's art that you have to give credit to, you may have to do that on your token. Just make sure you're not selling them. All it is really you're using these as tools for yourself. So it's another feature you can use. Now, one of the things that I'm going to go through is building a quest or an encounter map image. We didn't do that the last time. So in this case, you can bring in different information and maps. As you can see, I brought in a lot of artwork. How you do this, and it was an interesting feature because Paizo does map packs that they give you with their adventure packs. I don't know if Wizards do. If they do, and they save them as a PDF, and you want to strip those things out, you can. You can extract the pictures. However, what you have to do, thanks, Bug, what you have to do is you have to make a copy of the copy, because a lot of times they password protect these PDFs. So I went through and I did a print PDF, which I've got print PDF as a function on my computer. You can get a lot of inexpensive, like cute PDF you can get for free, and you can put it in there and allow you to print papers, documents, and other things as PDFs, even JPEGs. but it also allows you to save a PDF document. I will here in a minute, sweetie, once I'm done. You can do more PDF documents and make them into copies of them. And what that does is it strips out the password protection so you can extract the JPEG files. So in this case, I extracted the map files, and you'll see them here under Reign of Winter, the Witch Queen's Revenge. Now I'm going to show you something. We're going to do something with the island of Bulan. So this is the island of Bulan, which is where the party is going to go adventure this week, hopefully. One of the places. What you can do, you notice these things right here. You can take your Adobe Acrobat. So let's see if I can get this to work here. All right, I'm going to go into my folder where I've got the PDF of this particular module. Let's see. Got to go to desktop. Got to go into my Pathfinder stuff. Go into my other Pathfinder stuff under Adventure Paths. And then I'm going to open the PDF up. Now, why do you need that? Because as you notice, these are unnumbered maps. So let me show you something. Before we get into this, let me show you a technique of how you want to set these up before you go along. You want to do a left click. Left click gets you to all your tools in your mouse. You want to go to layers. Layers is very important. Layers is your fog of war. So the enable mask is fog of war. And set grid. Now, as you notice, I picked set grid. Why is that important? Well, because you want to set your grids ahead of time. Now, watch this. I set that grid. Look at that. I laid a grid over my grid. And that's okay. I don't mind that it's a little bit off. It looks a little messy. You can go back and move that around if you want. So you can go back into the grid itself. Let's go back to the grid. We're going to do a grid off. We're going to try it again. And now in this case, I want to zoom in. So let's see if we can't zoom. Boom, boom, boom. Disable links. Navigate. All right. So you can set it up. Now you can do it one of two ways. You can set your grids to either be hexagonal or square. Look at that. Boom. So I've squared this kind of off. Now why is that important? Because when you put your tokens, so let's drag and drop a token for instance. Okay, so I'm going to reopen my tokens again. Move my tokens over here. Say I want to put this RIC M The GM on here. So drag, drop it over here, and look what it does. It sets it up so you now have this little, you have the little token right here. That's RIC M. Okay. Now, if you didn't want to set him there, if you didn't want to put him out there, you click and go to Token Delete, and then you go to Delete Token, and it takes the token off. So you can move and put tokens on here. So one of the tokens for this island is the Queen. So I'm going to put Queen. So there's a couple queens here. There is Esmira the Maftet. See how big she is right now? Now watch this. Boom, there she is. And so say I want to do Maftets. So I'm going to do M-A-F-T-E-T. I have no Maftets. That's not a good thing, right? So you can go out and get Maftets as you need them, and you can put them on the island. All right. This gives you a little bit of ability to work with these kind of things. Now I'm going to open my adventure path because it's going to tell me where all these rooms are and where these things are positioned. Now let me show you something else you can do. Remember I showed you how to build encounters, okay, the last time. So I'm going to go to the encounters, the new ones I built, and you can see all these things. There's Memequil's Tet, the Broken Plane, and everything else. Well, all these Maftet things happen in B. So, South Beach, the Venerable Quickwoods, okay? So the Venerable Quickwoods, I want to get my tokens here first of all. Let's go back to my tokens, and let's look at Quickwood. Oh, there he is. There's my quick woods. Now, you have to unlock if you're going to do any changes, but I want to put my tokens in here. Ooh, look at that. And the nice thing you can do about these quick woods is you can drag and drop your monsters in here. So, let's move this down here. Let's go to NPCs. Oops, pull up my map. All right, so I want to go to NPCs, right? So I'll put my NPCs over here, and my encounters will come back here. So say we want to go to the South Beach again, right? Say I want an aboleth in there. I can drag and drop, and there comes my aboleth. Now, if I made a mistake and I don't want it there, you click on this red button, okay? Actually, I'm sorry, you click, left click here, and that little kill item, it's delete item. Yes, I love that they double do that in case, and you can get rid of it. Well, say I want to go to 2 quick woods, so I'm going to go with 2 quick woods here. So now I can put this on the South Beach, right? Because that's where it's supposed to be. So the Venerable Quickwoods, I'm going to put that right there. So now, as you guys can see, I've got that there. But let's not be stingy about this, right? You got this thing here. The nice thing is you can click on it and it brings up your Quickwoods, so you know what your players are up against. Now in this case, I'm sorry, I've got to adjust this because now it goes up. It's no longer a CR16, it's a CR18 as you look at CRs. And this is actually 96,800. And you can make your experience whatever you want. You don't have to go with the actual values. You can go with whatever. So now these guys are here. Well, let's say I want to do a token of them, right? Because I just don't want that to be one little thing. So I'm going to put my Venerable Quickwoods right there. So there they are. The Maftets are a whole different animal, and I can do the Maftets. I can put everything where it needs to be. That way it's really easy to follow and build these type of things. So for now, I'm going to click out of my things there, and I want to go back in, and I want to build this up, right? So first I'm going to open up my Reign of Winter, and then I'm going to open up my PDFs. All right. So there's the Witch Queen's Revenge. Now, I'm going to show you guys, hopefully on here, as I get this running, as it comes up. There it is. There's my PDF. Now, you may not see this on my OBS Studios, right? So let's do a program. There's browser source, image, capture window, media source. So I got another media source. Nope, there's no media source there. Let's do, so window capture. No, I'm not going to do a window capture. Media source. There's no media source on there because it's not media. Oh, display capture maybe? Nope. This is the fun thing of working with OBS is I got to find the right source. Video device capture, text, GDI. Nope. God, this is all fun and games until you find the right thing. Scene maybe? Screen capture. Alright, so there's my screen capture. So as you can see, we're doing a lot of different things with this. Now, let's go back here for a second. Alright, so I've got my Witch Queen's Revenge. And so I want to go back into there and look at my map for Witch Queen's Revenge. And I can see on there what encounters there are. One more peep. Alright, so I'm going to go to the section that has these guys. And they are down here. Island of Bouillon. Now, journey to Bouillon. All right, so there is an actual creature I need to put out in the water. So I'll put him. All right, so sea drake, sea hag, sea snake. day. All right. There it is. So I've got a deep sea serpent. So I'm going to put it out here in the sea where they can run into it. So you notice on the map, now on the map, up here, near my picture, is a little thing. So I'm going to get rid of the screen capture real quick. All right, so screen capture 2. There be clap, 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 clap. So I'm removing one. There we are. So here I am, okay, with the screen capture. The nice thing is I can minimize me if I need to. But on the island, we've got all this and we've got all these setups. Now let's take a look here. I'm looking at what else there is on the island that needs to be there. Survival on Bouillon. All right, so I is in the middle. Is there an I, J, and H? Let's see under my encounters. All right, so I don't have I, J, and H in here. So I want to make some more encounters. So in this case, I'm going to put in I. Okay? And I, from the deal, from the source, is... Don't you love hearing things in the background, all these different things? So there's all these things. Let's see. I. Where's I? Dead end, hidden cave. Ah, the witch's grave. So actually, this one with the venerable quickwood should be in here, not the South Beach. Okay, so let's go back to here, and let's go back to H. So that's not actually that. It's I as the Witch Queen's grave. Witch Queen's grave. Now the other thing you can do with these things. Now, so we got the encounters, right? You can get the items. Well, one of the items the players are going to find is the athame, or a thane, however you want to pronounce it. I think it's a thane. Baba Yaga's. Let's see, what is this called in here? Venerable Quickwood. Baba Yaga's witch doll. So there's a Baba Yaga's witch doll in here. So let's go back to the counters here, and I'm going to say all, and then we're going to go up here. Again, I'm kind of going through this with you guys to show you what you have to do to build. So let's go to Baba Yaga's witch doll golem. Pull it over here. Okay, so there's Baba Yaga's witch doll. And so I want to then drag this there. And that's there. Now, I think the athame is also there. All right. So then I can do this, and this is an important encounter in the whole deal. So now all this is built together. Now I want to go to the next one. So I got to build another encounter. So let's go to the encounters. Let's do a... Is there any J's in here? Nope, I have no J's. So this one's going to be a J. So we're going to go to J. And J says that we're up against the hidden cave. So that J1 is the carnivorous crystals. Crystals. So the characters are going to be up against carnivorous crystals. The nice thing in here, they give you, it's a CR 14, and then it gives you the experience for them. So 38,400. 38,400. Now, I want to find the carnivorous crystals and see how easy this becomes. Once you have all this information in here, this becomes really easy to work with. Working as hard as they could, sweating mightily, leaving no stone unturned. NPCs. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, advanced carnivorous crystals. There are 2 of them here. Now the cool part is I have tokens for them that I put in. So Carn. So there's the carnivorous crystals. So I can put that in there. Beautiful. Then I go back to here. I can open this. Then I can put this right there. See, look at how easy the drag and drop. And that is one feature I really, really love about Fantasy Grounds, is dragging and dropping. So now I've got my carnivorous crystals. So let's go to the map, see where J is. I gotta go back a little bit. All right. So J, the hidden caves. All right. So the hidden caves, I'm going to do 2 things. The hidden caves are right here. So that's the hidden caves. But I'm also going to do it on the map portion where it is. So this right here is also there. So now I can do this. Now I want my tokens. Okay. So I drag my tokens there. So one there. There's one here. So now the characters, when they come in here, begin to see the situation. Now, again, they're not going to see it right away because of fog of war. So this tutorial is going to be another 30-minute one, but it's taking you through how to do some of the things. What I hate about some of the ones that are out there is, oh, well, the wiki thing has taught you how to do this and that. I don't know about you. I like to read things, but I like to see somebody actually do it. Because then I go, oh, so that's how that works. And again, I'm going to take you guys through little 30, 40-minute tutorials to help you build it up so you guys can get this down to an art. And that way then you don't have the problems I had, because it took me a while to figure this out. So the nice thing is, now I got that one done for the J's. This is all E here, so it's going to take me a little longer. But then I can put on the island where different encounter things are. And the great thing is that takes me to the map that then lets me know those things are there. Okay? Now the party is going to run into things, and they may see things and they may not, because I can put it. The nice thing is you can take it and you can say what you want your players to be able to see in the views. So keep that in mind. As you go here, you can set that. So let me move all these out of the way. I know I'm doing all these drag and drop screens for you. Move this out of the way. So you want to go into the settings, you can do that. And you can click onto the settings to show what the players see and what the GM sees. This is my view, but you can go into settings and you can say to the characters, okay, so the GM gets to see certain things. GM combat. Now let's go to the players, token GM, house rules GM. Okay. So you can show and set different things. Okay. Then you can go to the setup and it takes you through things here too. So you can do the campaign setup and go back through options. So keep that in mind. You can do a lot of things out of this options screen. Okay. And you can set it to where the players see things or they don't. And that's really important when it comes to this game, because you don't always want them to see everything. Now, let's do something. Let's do Fog of War. So how do you do fog of war? You go back into the layers and you click on the mask. Look at that. Now, did you notice the change there? How it fogged everything out? The players, when you put them on there, see nothing. So say I want to give a player starting place where the players can see things, okay? So let's go back in here. So I'm going to do like this. What you do is take this little eyeball and you click it from the edge of where you want it to start, okay? And you're going to go like this. Let's see. All right. So I can go from here. See this little box I'm dragging? This is where the players are going to start. And if you want to expand it a little more, go here to the edge and you go down. And then this becomes the section the players can see. And then as they move, you can click sections and they can see more and more and more. The nice thing is this map is grayed out until they get to a point to where I want to show them something. And how do you get out of this so you quit messing with it? Well, you just go back into here. You click on the exit mask mode. Boom, there's your fog of war. That makes it so much easier for you as a GM to limit what they see. Again, one of the lovely things I love about Fantasy Grounds 2 is the click and do, click and drop, click and drag. It makes the job easier, less handwork, more functionality. So again, this gives you a little glimpse into how you're going to build your campaign. Keep in mind, the other thing, remember what I've taught you to do in here? Always save \save your work. If something becomes corrupted, it will go to the last file that's usable and uncorrupt. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you from experience, my laptop had 4 gigabytes of RAM. That is the minimum. Now, you who are PC gamers know what that means. Hunky, clunky, herky-jerky, crashy, maybe works, maybe doesn't. So I spent another 30 some odd dollars to get it up to 8 gigabytes. Works fine with 8. As you can see, it moves along quickly, has very little loading issues. Once in a while, it'll give me the swirling thinking thing, but the program is going to crash. A video card is nice. It would help you with some video RAM, but you don't have to have it. It's something you can have. So if you got a gamer's PC, this is no big deal for you. This program will run like Streamline. If you don't worry. 8 gigabytes of RAM. A video card can be an Intel video processor, so just a standard plain bones, not a high-end gamer video chip will work. Okay, and then connections. You'll need Wi-Fi connection. Now, you can use one or two programs if you want to Twitchcast to do this outside of OBS. You can use OBS to do it and run the audio. The other thing you can use, there is a Wolf program. Let me take you here. What was it called? Let me look for my little wolf icon. Overwolf. Overwolf is one of the things you can use. It's a gamer's type of thing. But there's also a program outside of Discord. You can use Discord for one. There's Discord, which if you click that on, I do like Discord. Oops. Where did Discord go? I want Discord up. Why is Discord not working? Nothing ever works when you need it to, right? There comes Discord. Come on, Discord. I think I can. I think I can. I know I can. I know I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. There it is. Discord is doing its little thing. So I'm going to show you Discord on my OBS. So let's do this. So media source, is Discord it? Nope. I don't think they're going to call it a media source. It's going to be a video capture device. No. It's not a video capture. It's an audio capture. Audio output capture. Desktop audio. Yes. Okay. I'm going to add that for a reason. All right. All right, so let's do audio input. Capture. The mic. There's my mic. So you guys can hear me. Media source. Is it a media source? Nope. I love this when you try to find Discord. La 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 la. Media source. Game capture maybe? No. It's not going to be a game capture. It's fun setting things up on OBS. Browser source. Nah, well. I will get Discord set up on here so you guys can hear the audio. But Discord, unfortunately, it's not going to show you on this. Let's see. Streamer mode. Stay safe, my friend. All right. So it doesn't give you a streaming source, which is sad. But it has it somewhere in the studio mode that you can set that up. But keep in mind, you can use Discord, or there's going to be another thing over here. Let's get rid of, let's go over here, down here. So I'm going to go to my desktop. The other source that I have for my desktop is not Nitro Reader. Oh, Discord is there. Oh, crap. It's not showing me my one. There's another product that I found that was recommended, and you can go to Fantasy Grounds. It's better than Skype. It's better than Google Hangouts. And it's got its own server you can use as for free. And it is a program that unfortunately I don't have sitting in front of me, but I will find it because I want you guys to know what kind of things are out there that can let you work with what we're trying to do. All right, let's see. Get help, Discord. Microsoft this, that, the other. Nitro Reader. Realtek Audio. TeamSpeak. That's what it is. TeamSpeak 3. TeamSpeak 3 is well known. And why do I recommend TeamSpeak 3? Speak 3? Because Sirenscape can be used with it. So if you want your players to not only hear what you're saying, but you want them to hear the Sirenscape device, you can merge the two in using TeamSpeak. Whereas Discord, I haven't found the how do we mesh those two together yet. But that is the interesting way of doing that. And so the neat thing is when I do my thing tomorrow, I'm probably going to recommend to my guys to try TeamSpeak and see what they say. If it works well, then we can do the audio versions of it. It'll be easy to put in there. It'll be easy to add as a feature. All right, I hope this helps. It's about 34 minutes, but it takes you through a little bit of the fog of war. It takes you through how to set things up, how to set counters, how to put the encounters on there as well as the counter tokens. So you have both. Put up your fog of war. You can do items on there as well and put items under the encounter. So it's kind of really cool. So you can put the items that they find under there as well, so that you have everything together on the encounter and ready to go. So keep that in mind. Now, the map gridding, probably there's a better snap grid way of doing things than I'm doing it. But mind you, I'm coming from a brand new GM using this. So I'm giving you my take from as a brand new GM on how to do this. And hopefully it'll help promote a little bit more Fantasy Grounds, and why would you use it over some of the other free devices, or why would you use it over Roll20? What makes it easier? And I think there's a lot of features I like. Now again, Roll20 may have put some of these features in and made it a little bit easier, but for me, this is much more intuitive than what I learned on Roll20, and I've run some things on Roll20. And no offense to you, Roll20, everybody has their different preferences. Me as a GM, I prefer a system like this. And again, I like the fact that you can do a monthly subscription or a one-time hit. Yes, it costs, but you get the upgrades and software that they do with it when you get the premium. So sometimes that $140 investment, though it's a lot, gives you a lifetime of upgrades that you can then use and never have to pay for again. So that's a big deal. Think about that one in the long-term scope of things. Again, I know I've been told by my buddy Chaotic Anarchy and some others, smoother, Rick. Go through this smoother. I'm taking you through what I'm learning as I go. So hopefully this takes you through the thinking process and makes it a little bit easier. I know doing my topics sometimes with these would be easier if I order my topics and set them in order. And I bet I could do that if I want to go back through and do the different ones. But each time I'm trying to do things intuitively as I go that come to mind. And so I hope this is helpful for you. And I hope my casts are not boring or, monotonous. But if so, give me little tips. I always love the tips and feedback. So one of these times, like I said, I'm going to get Blackwall in here with me, and hopefully he and I can do one together where we do this together and have some fun with it. Maybe he has his window of his thing up, I have mine, and then we're working with it together and we're talking and going back and forth. I think it'd be kind of fun. Love to get Chaotic Anarchy and some of the other ones in there. Maybe I get Devin Rue on here sometime for doing her artwork and her drawings. Maybe I can, and she can do drawing tips on there, which would be really cool. She could give some really good tips. Jasmine Minis and how she does her little miniatures. Michael Mordor, maybe I could have Michael on for his miniatures and his painting techniques. I'd like to expand this to give you guys so much more than what I'm giving you now. But this comes in 2018, so we'll see what we can do on this, and we'll see what we can do to surprise you guys. All right, thanks again, and have a wonderful weekend of gaming.